Here we are for the Crane Fall Jamboree here in Crane, Missouri. We're here in Stone County. You're going to be seeing 3 games today. You'll be seeing the Crane Pirates take on the the Fordland Eagles, not Florida, Fordland Eagles. In the next game, Fordland will take on their neighbors to the east of Seymour. And after that, Crane will be back on the field at 1 o'clock, and they will take on Seymour. Once again, this is a preseason jamboree between Crane and Fordland. We're just about to get set to go here from Crane, the neatest little town in Missouri. We're about 30 miles to the south and west of Springfield. Fordland just about 20 miles from Springfield, maybe 15, because it's on the other side of Rogersville. Crane about 15 miles from Republic. Seymour another 10 miles from Fordland. Those two are right on James River Freeway or 60 here in this area. Crane about 10 miles off of Highway 60. So once again, we are just about to get set for today's action here on this Saturday morning here in late August. Looking at the starting lineup first for the visiting Fordland Eagles, you got Logan Swanson, who will be leading off. He is on the mound. Then it'll be Jack Coursey. He is out in center field hitting second base. Skylar Jacobson will be catching. He'll hit third. Cameron Crowe will be at first base. He is hitting cleanup. Carson Coster will hit fifth. He's at third base. Caden Kendall will hit sixth. He's at second. Ethan White will hit seventh. He will be at left field. And Dylan Spencer will hit eighth. He's in right field. We're just about getting underway as we'll see Logan Swanson come to the plate for the Fordland Eagles. Then Christian Summerfield will hit ninth and play shortstop for the Fordland Eagles. Fordland comes out of the Summit Conference with their rivals of Hartville, Mansfield, Seymour, Gainesville, Conway. His first pitch looks like from Evans will come in just on the outside part of the plate, and we are underway. First pitch coming in at 10:06 here from Crane. The next pitch, swung on, little chopper to the second baseman. He throws to first, and that's how out number one comes. That's how out number one is recorded. The St. Louis Cardinals will be playing today against the Cincinnati Reds up at Busch Stadium today. The Reds did have suspended one of their broadcasters, in Tom Brenneman, as he did make a remark while in Kansas City, but he did apologize. But yes, he is suspended from Fox Sports Ohio, and he will not be calling any NFL games on Fox. So his career is pretty much in jeopardy. 1 ball, 1 strike there to Jack Coursey. There from Coach Waterman's lineup from, once again, Fordland. The ball's going to skip away. So once again, this is a preseason jamboree that you are seeing. So kind of like a spring training, if you were to ask me, with what these teams are playing. Once again, down here in Crane, Missouri. This town is also home to the Broiler Festival, which I believe will be starting next weekend. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jack Coursey. And the pitch. Calls it a strike, and it is 3-2 with only 1 out here in the inning. These two teams, the Pirates and the Eagles, both represent the same colors, blue and gold. And a walk will be issued to Coursey, so Coursey will be on first with a 1-out walk. And that sends in Skylar Jacobson to the plate for the Fordland Eagles. Once again, Fordland coming from the Summit Conference. Crane out of the SWCL. The pitch. Swing and a miss to the ball in the dirt. There goes Corsi. He is going to wind up at second. Nothing in one out to Skylar Jacobson. The pitch swung on and tapped back to the screen, and it is strike two. One thing for Evans is he can get ahead into the count, but with the last batter, he did seem to have a little bit of trouble putting him away, as he did give up a walk. But no big deal. He can still get a couple out, still get 2 more outs in this inning. The pitch going to be kept in front there by the catcher. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. 2-2 the count. Also, the Kansas City Royals are going to be in action this weekend. They take on the Minnesota Twins over at Kauffman Stadium. Let's just say it's great to be back here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. It's been a long time coming that we have seen a baseball game played here. The pitch. Strike 3, and he's down on strikes for out number 2 here in the inning. And that's going to send in the batter in Cameron Crowe. Cameron Crowe, a big boy. He is playing first base today for the Fordland Eagles. Strike 1 there to Cameron Crowe. That's how we had football jamborees going on across the Ozarks. We've already posted 1 football preview show, as we sat down and talked to Coach Jeff Stone of the Clever Blue Jays. And we also have a fall baseball preview up on our channel if you guys want to watch it. It is showcasing the Purdy Eagles, talking to Coach Josh Hughes about what to expect for this 2020 fall season. Pirates are the reigning champs of the SWCL after they knocked off Purdy last year. Skips away, and we're going to have runners at first and second with 2 men out. And that sends in Carson Coster, the third baseman. Third baseman is the man at the plate. He plays that hot corner there. 2 outs here in the inning once again. These 2 teams did not get a spring season this year because of this ongoing COVID-19 pandemic that's been going on since March. Nothing in 1 the count, 2 outs to Carson Coster. Two outs in the inning. The 0-1 upstairs, and it is 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Ooh, it's going to be upstairs, and it is 2-1. 2 balls, a strike, 2 outs here in the inning. Once again between Crane and Fordland. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and it is strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the inning. No score between Crane and Fordland. These two teams will be playing 4 innings, so they'll get to play 8 innings total. Crane plays the first and last game of the day. Fordland plays the first and second game, in which Fordland will take on Seymour in their next game. And the same as Crane, they will play Seymour as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the inning. The pitch upstairs and away, and the runners move to second and third. Which, whoa, and so it looks like actually the bases will be loaded here for Caden Kendall. 2 men out here in the inning. Caden Kendall, the second baseman today for the Fordland Eagles. Eagles use the same logo as the Philadelphia Eagles. Ground ball to the shortstop. He's going to throw to second base, and that's how the top of the first inning comes to a close. We're headed now to the bottom of the first inning. It is no score between Crane and Fordland. Welcome back to Sweetie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in Crane, Missouri. We're in Stone County in the Show Me State of Missouri. Looks like we'll see Isaiah Smith, who will be the man leading off for the Pirates here in the bottom of inning number 1. Smith going to be one of 9 seniors on this Pirates team coming up for Crane. Crane, the reigning SWCL champs from last fall. Who knows, this team could have been SWCL champs last spring, maybe made it all the way to the Final Four at US Ballpark in Ozark. Speaking of which, the Final Four was moved to Ozark from O'Fallon, Missouri. Two balls and a strike and no strikes to Isaiah Smith. The ball's going to shoot away. Three and 0 the count. Ooh, gets the strike call, and it is 3-1. So Isaiah Smith was looking for a ball 4. The pitch to Smith, and the walk's going to be issued to Mr. Isaiah Smith. That sends in Chase Conrad to the plate. Conrad, another senior for this Pirates team. Senior heavy are the Pirates for this year. And you can tell these Pirates are going to be hungry this fall for another championship. They want to repeat as champions. They've been to the SWCL Tournament Championship at least twice, and the ball's going to skip away, and there goes Isaiah Smith as he's going to stop there at second base. So yes, the Pirates are going to be hungry for another championship win. They have been to 3 straight championships since, or pardon me, 4 straight championships since 2016. 2016 they defeated Clever. In 2017 they lost to Clever. 2018 they lost to Purdy, and last year they beat Purdy in the SWCL Championship. And that's Crane's history from past SWCL Championships. And Isaiah Smith's already going to be 90 feet away, so the first run of the game will be 90 feet away. 2-1 the count. The pitch to Conrad, swung on, hit high into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. That's going to score Isaiah Smith, making it 1-0 Crane. And Conrad's going to be on base for an RBI single, and that's going to send in the batter in Isaac Robinson. Isaac Robinson, the batter for the Pirates. He bats from the right side. So Coach Brian Harmon, his lineup usually goes from starts off left and goes to right. They did lose 3 seniors in Esteban Perez, Heath Quick, and Darren Terrell. Darren Terrell going to be playing college ball at Bethany College out in Kansas, kind of, from what I know, is outside of Salina, kind of between Salina and Wichita, if I'm correct. 1 ball and 1 strike to Isaac Robinson. Robinson can show some power at the dish. Conrad, your only man that's on base. Fordland wants to be careful. Swung on in a foul tip. But Conrad's going to have to retreat back to first base. So with Conrad on base, Fordland's going to have to be careful. Because if you're not careful, second base will be Conrad here in just a moment. There goes Conrad. The throw to second, and it's going to be tardy. And Conrad gets second base. The pitch, swung on, and that's going to be foul. Two and two the count to Isaac Robinson. The 2-2 upstairs and inside, and it's going to be 3-2. Swung on and hit high, but it's going to be foul down the left field line. Three balls, two strikes, the count to Isaac Robinson. The pitch, swung on and hit high again, and that will go foul. Three and two the count to Robinson. Upstairs, and that's going to be another walk to Isaac Robinson. Trots down to first base. We're going to have runners on first and second for Zane Compton. Zane Compton, the batter for the Pirates. He plays shortstop. Conrad plays second. He'll want to load the bases for those Pirates. The pitch. 1-0 the count. There to Zane Compton. And the pitch inside on Compton. 2-0. Here's a 2-0, and it is going to be 3-0. The 1-0 inside, and it's going to be another walk. Pardon me, 3-0 now turned to a 4-0. And now we got runners on all the bases. Bases are going to be jam-packed today here in the bottom of the first inning. We do see a coach's visit by the Fordland coaching staff. One out here in the inning here, no outs here in the inning, 1-0 Crane here over Fordland. Pirates are wearing their practice shirts here for this preseason Jamboree. They're taking on Fordland right now. So looks like we got Wyatt Howard at the plate. He is a junior for these Pirates. And Wyatt Howard, he can do some damage. He's got a big opportunity coming up here for the Pirates in blue. And the pitch to him, swung on and missed. Good hardy cut there by Wyatt Howard. But it's going to be strike one. Nothing in one, the count to Wyatt Howard. Swung on, and that's going to be hit into foul territory. Foul ball. Pirates will be at US Ballpark. They will be taking on Hartville next Friday. And then they play Silo, Oklahoma, and Licking. Purdy also plays Silo, Oklahoma. They're on Friday as well. And I'm pretty sure they'll play they also play Ellington, and they play Licking on that Saturday as well. So lots of baseball coming up on tap. And that's also the same thing for high school football as it kicks off next week. Lots of games will be coming up. stay tuned as we will be alerting you for scores and schedules, all on the Ozark Sports Report Twitter page. If you're not already following, go ahead and hit that follow button. Two balls, two strikes to, once again, Wyatt Howard. The pitch. We'll watch it on the outside corner. 3-2. The 3-2 and another walk's going to be issued. How does 2-0 sound for today? Conrad scores and makes it 2-0 Crane. And that sends in the batter. It looks like it's going to be, looks like Blake Evans. He is a sophomore for these Pirates. The pitch upstairs, and it is 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Blake Evans. The pitch. Check the swing, and it is 1-1. One ball, one strike. The 1-1 pitch. Oh, hits him, and that's going to send in another run. And that makes it 3-0 Crane. I'm unsure of what the run rule is here in this Jamboree. Looks like we'll have a pinch runner coming in for Crane. So he'll run for Evans. Coy Esri will be the man at the dish for the Pirates. He is another one of 9 seniors. The pitch. Check the swing, and it is strike 1. Fordland has not recorded an out. Outside, and it is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Swanson did get a first pitch strike. Now that pitch is going to be on the outside part of the plate again. 1-1. The pitch inside. The runner doesn't tag from third. Two and 1 the count. Inside again. 2-2. Pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's going to be strike 3, and we got 1 out here in the inning. And that brings up Seth Steele for the Pirates after Esri struck out. Seth Steele, the batter, once again for Crane. The pitch to him. Upstairs, and it is 1-0. The count to Seth Steele. And the pitch swung on, golfed, and that will go foul. Upstairs, and it is now 2-1. And another walk will be issued there to Seth Steele. As now we see another coach's visit come in for Crane, or pardon me, for Fordland. Excuse me, for Fordland. looks like we do have a new pitcher coming in. We'll tell you about who it is once we get the number. Will be Kristen Summerfield. He comes in from shortstop to do the duties of Logan Swanson. Swanson has only gotten 1 out, but he's given up 4 runs. One out here in the inning once again. Here in the bottom of the first inning. I think they'll have a 10-run rule in this Jamboree game. I'm not sure. Might be 10 after 2. Well, it looks like it's going to be... I'm going to guess that is going to be... I think Trapper Moore, or maybe Harley Hebert, swung on and hit high into center field, but the shortstop's, or the second baseman, is not going to catch it. That's going to score in a run. That's going to make it now 5-0 Pirates. Here in the bottom of the first inning, clouds of dust are swirling into the air from second and third. Now that sends in Trapper Moore to the plate. Trapper Moore, a junior, if I'm correct, for these Pirates. He bats from the right side. And the ball scoots away. Looks like it's going to hit him. That's going to send in another run. 6-0 Pirates. Here in the bottom of the first inning, we're still in the bottom of the first. Only 1 out has been recorded. And that brings up Isaiah Smith back to the plate. Smith, one of 9 seniors once again. Swung on, and that's going to be a ground ball. This is going to be trouble. And that's going to fall down to the wall. Pardon me, that was a fly ball all the way to the wall. 1 run's coming in. Here comes another. And that's going to make it 8-0 Pirates here in the bottom of the first inning. Thanks to an Isaiah Smith RBI double, scoring 2. And now that sends in Chase Conrad back to the plate. He had a single had a single in his last at bat here in the inning. Swung on and hit foul, and that will head to the parking lot. Nothing in 1 to count to Chase Conrad. The pitch outside, and it is 1-1. And Smith drove that ball all the way to the fence. There in right center. Swung on. That's going to be another base hit, but it's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman, and Conrad is retired for out number 2. And that sends in the batter in Isaac Robinson. Pirates lead big, 8-0 over Fordland. Two outs here in the inning once again. 8-0 our score in favor of Crane. Crane has scored all 8 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Let's see if the Pirates can tack on. Outside, calls a strike, and it's 0-1. The pitch, outside again. 1-1. Those Pirates are feisty, as they have already scored 8 runs. So I believe it's 2 more runs until the 10-run rule comes into play. Swung on, a fly ball, but it's going to be a foul ball. Once again, here in the bottom of the first inning between Crane and Fordland, fly ball. Who's going to catch it? The first baseman's got it for out number 3, but the damage has been done as the Pirates score 8 runs. Here in the bottom of the first inning, we're headed to the top of the second inning. It is 8-0 in favor of Crane. Kicking off the bottom or the top of the second inning between Crane and Fordland. Here in Crane. Here in Crane. Crane leads big over Fordland 8-0. We're just about to get underway here in the top of the second inning. And the first pitch swung on. Little dribbler to Howard, who's going to throw to Steele, and it is going to be just offline. And White's going to be on first. And that sends in the batter in Dylan Spencer. He is the right fielder today for Fordland. White, your man, on first. And the pitch is going to be right down the pipe for strike 1. There to Dylan Spencer as we're working through the Bottom of the order for Fordland. After this, Fordland will take on Seymour in their next game. So we'll see a little bit of a summit. We'll see a little bit of a summit rivalry game in the next game. Once again, Dylan Spencer, the batter for Fordland. One ball, one strike. And the pitch will be bunted for, will be a bunt. It's going to be called strike 2 there on Dylan Spencer. The pitch, ooh, just a little bit inside. Two and two, the count. Yes, once again, after this game, Seymour will take on Fordland. Then Seymour takes on host Crane. That's how the Crane Jamboree will play today. One ball, two strikes. 3-2 counts now. Going to be a walk issued to Dylan Spencer, and that sends in Christian Summerfield, the new pitcher for Fordland. Summerfield's the 9th man in the lineup for Fordland. The pitch, little bunt. Foul ball, says the home plate umpire. 0-1 the count to Christian Summerfield. Nobody out here in the inning. 2 men on. 8-0 our score in favor of Crane. And the pitch. One ball, one strike to Summerfield. One and one. Floats in there for a strike, and then it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two the count. Once again to Summerfield. The 1-2 pitch swung on. And it's going to be strike 3, 1 out. They're going to try and double him. Safe there at third base. But no big deal, as if one run scores from Fordland, that's no big deal. Crane could answer back in the bottom of the 2nd inning. He's got to get there first. Logan Swanson now the new batter for Fordland. He was the starting pitcher today, but he was taken out. I believe he went to shortstop. Swung on in a little golf swing, but it's missed for strike 1. 0-1 the count, 1 out to Logan Swanson. And the pitch will be a strike there at 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Misses low, and it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fly ball is going to drop into about shallow left field. It's going to score a run. And Fordland's on the board, and it makes it 8-1 Crane. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. It sends in Jack Corsi, the center fielder today for Fordland. Fordland once again playing Crane. As these two teams did travel quite a distance as they're on the other side of Springfield. Nothing in 1. Only 1 out here in the inning. Pirates lead big, 8-1. And the pitch, runner goes. That'll put runners on on second and third. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Only 1 out. And the pitch will be right down the pipe. But it's going to miss, and it is 2-2. The next pitch. Check the swing. Strike 3, and of course he's down on strikes. And that's going to send Skylar Jacobson to the plate with 2 outs here in the inning. Fordland down by 7. As it's 8-1 Crane. And Crane scored all their runs in bunches back in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch to him is going to be a strike at 0-1 to Jacobson. The 0-1. Right down the pipe again, and it is strike 2. The 0-2 swung on. And that's how the top of the second inning comes to a close. We're headed now to the bottom of the second inning. 8-1 in favor of Crane. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in Crane, Missouri. We're just about to kick off the bottom of the second inning. Once again between Crane and Fordland. Fordland trails Crane by a score of 8-1. As the first pitch, there to looks like that is Wyatt Howard at Zane Compton at the plate. Everybody's gotten a lot bigger throughout the summer and spring as well, because none of these teams here in Missouri got to play a spring season. 2-1, and a little roller. A line drive. That's going to be dropped. That's going to drop there into about right center field, and Compton's going to be on second with a double. Doubles, doubles, doubles. And now that's going to send in Wyatt Howard to the plate. The hits keep piling up for the Pirates. No outs here in the bottom of the second inning. It's an 8-1 in favor of the Pirates. Nothing in one to count to Howard. One ball, one strike. A pitch, golf, or rolled there to the third baseman. He couldn't make the play. Now we got runners at the corners for Crane. And that sends in the batter in Blake Evans. From what I believe, Evans was the starting pitcher for Crane. And the pitch swung on. That's going to be a line drive to center field. That will score another run, 9-1 Crane, so they do get the run back. And now that sends in the batter. We'll have a pinch runner for Evans, as he was actually the catcher. Sends up Coy Esri to the plate. Pitch swung on and missed for strike one. There to Coy Esri. The 0-1. Right back to the pitcher. Throws to second base. Got him there at second. And there is one out here in the bottom of the second inning. And now that sends up Seth Steele to the plate. Seth Steele, who is the first baseman for Crane, swung on and missed. And it's 0-1. Nothing in one to count. 2 outs to Seth Steele. The pitch. Runner goes to second base. Throw is offline. And it's going to center field and safe. So the Pirates' 10th run is going to be 90 feet away. As we see a cloud of dust leave Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. We can call that the Crane Dust Storm. inside there on Seth Steele. Nothing in one, the count, 2 outs. Here in the second inning, the bottom half of the second. Fordland wants to send this game to the top half of the third. Inside, and it is 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch swung on and foul, so he stays alive. (9-1) our score in favor of Crane. The pitch, and the walk's going to be issued. So he works the full count, and he's going to get on base for a 2-out walk. And that sends in the batter in, well, it looks like it's going to be the ground ball to the shortstop. And we got runners on first and second base. They're from what looks like it was Harley Hebert. Now that sends up Trapper Moore to the plate for the Pirates. Here on this warm and muggy Saturday morning, we're just past 11 o'clock here on this Saturday morning. And that will be out number 3 as we're sending this game now to the top of the third inning. It is 9-1, 10-1 in favor of the Pirates. We are kicking off the top of the third inning between Crane and Fordland. Fordland trails Crane by a score of 10-1. Fordland wearing the gold jerseys, Crane wearing about a mixed jersey with powder blue and gold. Swung on and hit high into deep left field, and that's going to go all the way to the wall there from Cameron Crow, and he drove that ball all the way to the deepest part of the ballpark. Or pardon me, that is actually the shallowest part of the ballpark, but he drove it all the way to the fence. He's going to be on there for a stand-up double, and that sends in Carson Coster. Strike one there on Coster. You could tell that ball had some home run distance on that one. One ball, one strike. The count to Carson Coster. 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Strike, says the home plate umpire, and Coster's going to head back to the dugout for out number one, and that sends in the batter in Caden Kendall. Caden Kendall, the batter for the Fordland Eagles as that pitch went up and in on him. One ball, no strikes, one out to Caden Kendall. That pitch is going to be hit foul. One ball, one strike. Check the swing, and it's going to be strike two. Two balls, two strikes to count. One out here in the top of the third. That pitch going to be just outside. 3-2. Three and two the count once again to Caden Kendall. The pitch. The ball skips away, and that's going to put the runners at the corners. Runners at the corners with one man out here in the top of the third. Runner goes, swing and a miss, strike one. Nothing in one to count, one out to Caden Kendall. One ball, one strike. once again to Mr. Kendall. Swung on and missed once again, and it is 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes there to Ethan White as the batter. So 2-2 the count to Ethan White there from Fordland. The pitch will be strike 3, and that is how out number 2 is recorded. That sends in the batter is Dylan Spencer. Dylan Spencer, the batter for the Fordland Eagles. And it looks like we might have a pinch hitter coming in for Fordland. After they are kind of speaking it out. So the new batter will be Trevor Long, who comes in for Dylan Spencer. Trevor Long who is a pretty big kid for his size. The pitch. 2-1's going to be a ball at 1-0 to Trevor Long. One and 0 the count. The pitch swung on, little dribbler to the third baseman. He throws to first, and that is how we send this game to the bottom of the third inning. It is 10-1 in favor of the Pirates. Here we are coming back for the bottom of the third inning for the Crane Pirates and the Fordland Eagles. We got Isaiah Smith coming up to the plate for Crane. He will come in for today. Single and double for his resume today. We're just about ready. Here we are. Getting ready to get set for the bottom of the third. The pitch to Smith. Launches upstairs, and it is 1-0. I'm not sure if there is a 10-run rule to come into play. Swung on and a fly ball. The shortstop has it for out number 1, and that sends in Chase Conrad to the plate. Conrad, who has singled, he's also grounded out in his last 2 plate appearances. 1 out here in the inning. Nothing in 1 the count. 1 out. The pitch. One and 1 the count. Swung on, hit off the end of the bat. A fly ball, and the second out is recorded there by the left fielder, and that sends in Isaac Robinson. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 1 there to Isaac Robinson. Nothing in 1, 2 outs. Swung on, hit off the end of the bat again. Fly ball. And that is how the bottom of the 3rd inning comes to a close. A 1-2-3 inning there by Fordland. We're headed now to the bottom of the 4th inning, last chance, or the top of the 4th inning, last chance coming up for Fordland. They trail by a score of 10-1. We are kicking off the top of the 4th inning. Fordland's going to have to get some big runs. Some key hits and some big runs if they want to come back on these Pirates. As they are facing a closer in Wyatt Howard. The first pitch from Howard. Fly ball. And it's going to be a foul ball. They're off the bat of Christian Summerfield. He came in to pitch for Fordland after Logan Swanson gave up 8 runs in the 1st inning. And a diving stop there by the shortstop, or by the left fielder, excuse me. And what a play that was. We got one out here in the inning, and that sends up Logan Swanson, the leadoff man for Fordland. And that pitch was hit. It looks like it was going to be a base hit, but the left fielder said, not today. And we got one out here in the top of the fourth inning. So Fordland down to their last two outs. The pitch. Outside corner, strike one. There to Swanson. So yes, once again after this game it will be Fordland and Seymour, so a Summit Conference battle coming up in the next game. One ball, two strikes. One out here in the inning. The pitch. And the ball is going to scoot away. Two and two. The 2-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat again, and it is still 2 and 2. Two balls, two strikes. One out here in the top of the fourth inning. Here it comes. Little slapper, another one foul. Pitch outside. Two balls, two strikes. One out here in the top of the fourth. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Swanson's down on strikes, and that sends in Jack Corsi for the final hope for Fordland, as the Eagles are down to their last out of the game. Pitch. Inside, and it is 1-0. Two outs here in the inning. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Now the Eagles are down to their last two strikes of the game. The 0-1 inside, and it is 1-1. The 2-1 swung on, fly ball. This should do it, and the Pirates take this one by a score of 10-1 over the Fordland Eagles, and that is how the game will come to a close. But don't worry, we'll be right back for another game, as we will see what the Fordland Eagles take on the Seymour Tigers.